Hello and welcome to the STDDEV YouTube channel. Today we will talk about window functions in BigQuery. In the previous video we already went through the window functions in a Google Sheet. If you do not know what window functions are, please watch the previous video on our channel. And in this video we will write the SQL statements to achieve the same results as in the Google Sheet. But before I watch this video, please check out the other videos from our free SQL course on this YouTube channel. Or go to our website, link in the description, and watch the videos there. But let's start with the window functions in BigQuery now. So let's start right away with the first SQL statement. So the first SQL statement is based on the window function. So Google Sheet, the one we handled already in the last video. So there we have the rank functionality. So the rank window function, so sales rank or rank, dance rank, and row number. And as we want to check now. So we need employee, region, sales, and then the window functions. So let's start with that. We are taking our employee sales. We can at the end take all of them because, as I said, they're just duplicates with certain stuff. So let's take the employee sales. Let's start from so, because we also need to add G-sheets. Yes, so now we have it. So here we see again date, employee, region, and the sales. Now what we can do is I just again typing employee, region, and sales. So, and now comes the first window function. So now the interesting part is, okay, how are we doing these partitions? What is the first important part of the window function? And if needed, the order by statement. For the rank, for sure, we need an order by. So at first we say, okay, which functionality we want to use. We want to use the rank operator. So that one. We need to put always brackets afterwards. Sometimes it's just opening and closing brackets. In some other cases, we will also have in that video, we even need to put a value there. You will see later. So, but for the rank, it's just opening, closing bracket. That's it. Then over you always need to put between the functionality you choose, so rank, and then the other part which comes afterwards in terms of where you say, okay, how to treat the single windows at the end, mostly then partition and the order by statement. So at first we want to handle the partition operator or partition part. Due to that we say partition by, always the same, exactly, it's just basically the comma to say now we are taking care of the partition in the data. Partition by region. That is what we set here. Window function, partition is region for that one. Because then we have all these yellow and white boxes at the end. So partition by region and order by sales. Descending we set. So it's exactly as it looks like when you are just order it also here by sales and so on. It looking exactly like that. And then we can just give it a name as, what did we call it? I think sales rank. Let's do it like that. And that's it already. That's our first window function. So it has always three important parts. You need the rank, functionality you want to use, the rank. Later, also the count, sums are also can be part of aggregation functionalities, which we already covered in another video, or we are using it in a window function. So rank, row number, some of them are always also aggregation functionalities, some not, as you will see. So now I will also implement the row number and the dance rank, which is super easy, because what we will do is I will just type again, I already showed it in an older video, option, so on Mac keyboard, option, shift, and then the arrow down. Now I just copied basically the selected or the current row, I just copied twice. And now here I just need to switch to row number. And I would like here to use the dance rank. And I would do just like that. So the dance rank is basically under rank. That I did with just option and then the arrows. And then we have sales dance rank and sales row number. And now we just quickly check order by, and now we can quickly check how the sorting was. Order by, it looks for me like region and then the sales descending. Order by region and sales descending. As you know, you can also do order by 2 and 3 descending would be the same thing because region is the second column, sales the third. Yes, then we can start. Yes, and now if you would compare the data with the one you have or we have in the Google Sheet, it's the same. So we have here again the sales ranks. As you see here, we have the jump 3, 3, 5. And here we have 1, 2, 3, 3 and 4. And here you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So row number always just decreasing. Dance rank is not jumping over certain numbers if you have multiple numbers beforehand. And the sales rank is jumping over the numbers. If you do not know again what are these window functions exactly, please watch the other videos where we look into the G-Sheet more in detail. There you have more information about. Here it's more how to build the partition functionalities behind. So that's the first one. So now we will do the second one. What I will do is I will just copy that one and then we can do all the needed adjustments. I will just make it a bit wider. So now we want to do the sum. So the sum was this one here. So that we say, okay, so we have at first total sales of Bob from 300, so the running total is 300. Then afterwards, the next day he also did again, or his metric was again 300 sales. So the running total is 600 sales. And then at the end, 1,771. And then it starts again for the next employee. So in this we are doing by getting rid of 2 of them because it's just the sum. So we just need 1 window function at the end. We want to have the date and employee. Date, switching, and also now sales we also need for sure. Yes, sales we also need. And now we do not want to use the rank anymore. We want to use the sum. So due to that, we are writing here the sum. And now it's not just, as you see already in the recommendation, it's not just that we need to have opening and closing brackets. We need also the expression. So which column at the end you want to sum up. I want to sum up the sales. And now over partition by, that should be now employee, yes. Order by sales, but not descending. As we can call now cumulative sales, how did we call it here? Running total, we can also do, not important, running total. And the order should be employee and then the sales, but not descending, ascending. Let's check. So yes, so here you see exactly the same case. So we have Bob as employee for these 3, so that's our first partition. Started with 300. Okay, interesting, because we have 2 times the same sales. It's even counting up already on 600. What we need to switch here, we are not order by sales, we are order by date. So we can also do the same thing basically, so we can do it like that. Sales and sales. And we're doing here running total sales and here date. And then let's see again what we have. Yes, so here exactly you see the difference. So here we have the 9th of August. We have sales of 300. Running total sales is 600 because we have 2 times the same sales. And then we have 300 and 600 here because here it's basically, so we have different dates for the running total date where we order by the date. And due to that we have 300, 600 and 1,271. That's it at the end. Nothing special. You just again need to know about window functions in general. I think that is still the most complex part about that whole thing. If you then need to use the sum and so on, they are getting quite quickly a feeling for. So the next one would be the order by. So here we are basically doing kind of the same thing, but we want to build this cumulative sale based on the date by doing the following. So we just need, again, date, employee, and sales, yes. So let's try just with 1 so far. So we are summing up the sales, that's correct. And let's see what happens when we do over partition by date and order by nothing. We keep out the order by. And this we call cumulative sales, it was, right? You can also just copy it and just putting it here, order this one here. So let's see what happens. I would like to order by date. And then, I don't know, employee, for example, not important. So let's see what happens now. It will not be exactly the thing we have here, because what is happening here, so this one should be the same. Let's see. Yes, not exactly, but I think it's just because we changed the sales numbers a bit. So due to that, else it should be the same. But for the 10th of August, the cumulative sales should be basically still inside here. So it should basically take all of these plus this one. And due to that, I also wrote here partition none in order by date. So we need to do it a little bit different. I will just do it order by, whatever, order. Some sales over, and we are deleting the over partition by, but we are doing over order by date. And that's it. So let's see what it does. Yeah, and here you see it perfectly. So the first one is with the partition. So here it just sums up all the things at the end. So all the different partitions. So that is one partition because all of them have the same date. That one has basically the next partition. So it does not taking into account the other partition. And that one in some kind, yes, it's not correct because at the end there is no partition. But due to that we order by the date. And as you saw already in the first example, on a second, but yeah, whatever. When you have two or even more times the same date inside, then it's summing all of them up at once at the end. So for all these rows which have the same date. And due to that, you have here exactly the thing which we also saw in the sheet. So here we are summing up this plus this at the end is then this. So yes, but you see small differences in the code. The output is completely different, for sure. So let's do the next one. Then we have the count. So we need a partition region, we now order, and we need use the count. So let's just copy it again. Always we can take the last value or the last query. We are not summing up by sales. I think we also just need one window function. We need the employee and the region. Do not need the date. And then we're doing count distinct. If you do not know exactly what is count distinct, check out one of the former videos where we talked about aggregation functions in general, especially in combination with group bys. Count distinct employee. And no over, partition by, yes, so here we need the region. And no order by. And this we call number of employees. Num employees, yes, employees, no. Order by, let's do region and employee, I don't know. Not really important. So let's check if that works. Yes, so we have employee Casey, region East, number of employees 2, and so on and so on. So super easy. And here at the end we have 3 for South, as we also had here with South are 3. So that's it. So you just need at the end always to replace the functionality, and then you need to check, okay, what is my partition? What is my order by? Next one is the lead and lag. So the lead and lag is, yes, so here we have already. So copying it again, and then we need the date, employee, region and sales. So date, employee, region and sales. And then we need lag and lead function. So let's start with the lag function. Lag sales over, now we need to check, but we already wrote it here down. Partition region and order by sales. Partition by region, order by sales. And that is previous sales. And then we're doing the same thing just with the lead functionality. Now, because of that is an error. So let's check. Does it take it? Looks like order by, what do we have here? We have, so sorting by region and then the sales, I think, looks like, yes. Even order by region descending, due to whatever reason. Descending, but everything is possible. Region descending and then the sales. Not descending, I think, yes. So like that. Let's see what happens. Yes, so we have exactly, so we have, okay, it started with west, here we start with south, okay, whatever. But here we have 220, the first one and last one of the partition is empty for previous or for next sales. And then we have 345 and so on. It is exactly what we see here. So basically all these are west, null, null, and here we have the 345 because that one is the next sale here. 220 was the one from before. 567 is the next one. And that's it. Okay, I think super easy. So lag and lead. Lag always the row before based on the partition. lead afterwards. So then the next one is let's check it, is the first and last value. So date, employee, region, sales, yes. And here we are just taking at the end the first value over partition by region is, I think, correct. Partition order sales, yes. So we keep everything as it is. First value and last value. Yes, so previous sales you see here works like a charm. So sales 220, and here we have always 220 because in that partition west, the row with the least sales is 222 because we ordered it by sales and taking the first value, and due to that in all the rows of that partition we have 220. And also here I forgot to change the name, but whatever. It's even not previous. What did we say? First and last sale makes sense. First sale and last sale. But as you see, maybe we can already switch it. For this, the last value does not work as expected because it always just gives me the sale basically from the line. It's super hard to explain. You can Google for it why the last value is not working as intended like that. So what I'm usually always doing is first value sales over partition by region, order by sales descending, because now it just flips it and then it says, okay, the first value based on descending order is the 671 in that case. And now I can say first sale descending, and that is technically the last sale. Let's call it like that, and let's see how it works. There is, as I said, another way how to make it that the last value is working as intended, but that would be a part of another video, I would say, not part of that one. So you see here, last sale, first sale descending, however you want to call it, is now 671 because that is the last value here. Here it is 654, so also here it's 654. So that's working better. Yes. So, and the last one, I think, is then the standard deviation. So we have employee region sales again. So let's just copy it. And then employee region sales. What did we need? Employee region sales, so no date. And then we need here standard deviation. Yes, standard deviation. Like that, I think. Which one was it? I think that one. Sales over partition by, I think we did it via region if I'm not wrong. Yes, region. Partition by region, and that's it. Now order by. This all things we can take out. And then we have STDDEV sales. Order by, what do we have? We have the region, and then I think the employee looks like region and then employee. Still not correct here. Wait, what was it? Standard, something like that. So it's STDDEV. Sorry, missed that. So let's see what it does. Yes, so for West we have here 193. Let's see, maybe it's a bit different because we changed the values a bit, but no, it's 193. It's here 193. Perfect. So it's taking from the partition region, so from West here, for example, it's taking all the sales because we put in the standard deviation the sales as the parameter, and then it's giving me the standard deviation. If you do not know exactly what are all these window functions or where to find the documentation there, just Google for window functions BigQuery, and you will find a good documentation from Google with examples, with all the explanations inside. What are all these window functions are for? The most important one we mentioned. Now you have finally coding experience with window functions in BigQuery. It is always a combination of the correct partition and, if needed, setting up the right order inside the partition. There are even more complex functionalities in window functions, like how many rows should be inside the partition and many more things we will cover in another video. And that's it. If you want to have more information about SQL in general, you can check out our blogs on Medium, posts on LinkedIn and our website. The important links you find in the description, and then see you in the next video.